Hello, all my beautiful followers, friends, and stalkers. You know who you are. I also have some clients that do tune into these. I am not going live today. Technical difficulties. I don't know. Facebook just won't let me do it. So I am trying a new method. Restarted my computer and everything, but that's okay. I have a topic today that I'm passionate about and I want to talk to you about. So here we go. Let's get started. I did post something this last week about what is about a body part that you wouldn't mind getting rid of. After there was a little bit of confusion of what exactly do you mean, Catherine, we got it narrowed down to several body parts, but one that was really, really common that was talked about a lot, which really kind of stood out to me, was belly fat. Belly fat was probably the most prominent, the most commented, the most suggested as the body part that they most likely or mostly wanted to get rid of. So before I begin, actually, I do want to sidetrack just slightly. It's as I'm recording this, we are in the middle of COVID. Actually, I feel like we're kind of coming out of it. I hope that we can have some somewhat normalcy coming back to our world. But one of the things I haven't done since COVID started a year ago was gone to Costco. So I actually was kind of curious, like, hey, what's changed? What's different? Really nothing has, but it was a huge eye-opener as I was going through there. Now, I wasn't someone that went too frequently. Years and years ago, I used to be one of those that would go to Sam's Club every weekend or at least once or twice a month. Well, I haven't been to Costco in a year, and I had a lot of observation while walking through there because over the last year, I've been really planning out my grocery shopping, strategic, making sure that I get the best, the most, and stocking up on items, and again, avoiding Costco because it's usually so crowded, and always I end up having to park far away, and still that fell true for yesterday. But something that was really evident to me was I really don't need to go to this place at all. I found it to be very pushy in products that are very bad for us. I mean, the volume is huge. I suppose if you had a huge family, a lot of people you have to feed, I could see going there. But there's so much toxic food in there, such bad food for you. The portions, I mean, it's crazy what they're pumping through that place. I mean, there's really just not a lot of good. Now, I didn't go through the household stuff, and I know back when I used to go, I used to find some really good finds, some really good deals, but truthfully, I just found it to be not really useful. One of the things that my family absolutely loves is the little tangerines, but I don't see how they're going to eat all of those before they go bad. But I did stock up on a lot of vegetables. I stocked up on a lot of egg whites. What else? That's really about it. Like, I left there. I actually did self-checkout. I had very little foods when I left. One of the things that I wanted to look at was the salmon. And I remember a year ago, they always had farm salmon and they always had wild salmon. They had no wild salmon yesterday. And maybe I just went at a bad time. But that was one of the things that I was really looking forward to. So that was kind of a big bummer. But so I didn't get any salmon. They also had farmed and wild shrimp. I guess I've never seen that before advertised, but that was kind of a new thing to me. Definitely gobs and tons of red meat and pork. And I just was like, just my arteries were like in pain walking through there. And if you know me really well, I'm a big advocate for protein, but not that protein, and not the protein powders and pre-made drinks that they have on their shelves. All this stuff is just so bad for us. So anyways, I kind of digress, but I do want to talk about belly fat, so I guess it kind of does have a lot to do with that, and a lot of it has to do, well, not a lot of it, there's so many reasons why we would accumulate body fat. One of them would be definitely portion size and quality of food that we're choosing, and high omega-6 foods are definitely not good for us, which that store is filled to the brim with. So, and that would mean processed foods, fried foods, breaded foods, all these meals and pizzas and frozen foods. It's just not good for us. So pass up the Costco's and the Sam's Clubs of the world. Use your shopping wisely. You're going to have to shop twice a week. That's really, if you're going to eat healthy, really care about your body. You want to live a long time. You want to live independent, which means being able to walk and talk and take care of yourself, bathe yourself, and live an independent, free life without having to be in a bed and someone bathing you. You really want to take care of your body and know what you're putting in your body. So the next topic that I want to talk about with regards to your belly fat, there is a whole host of risks that come with belly fat. Now, there are two types of belly fat. Now, you have the fat that is around your organs, which is going to be underneath your rib cage. It's going to be around all your organs, your internal organs, like your heart, your liver, your kidneys, it's going to be like crowding around on your organs, and that's the worst fat. That's the fat that you can't feel and squeeze when you feel and squeeze your belly, right? These are the fat cells that are really, really bad, that lead to insulin resistance and diabetes and heart problems and heart issues and heart disease and death. Just going to put it out there. So 50% of your fat is going to be the subcutaneous, which is underneath your skin that you can squeeze on your arms, your legs, your belly, your thighs, your butt, etc. The other 50% is going to be around your organs, and that's the dangerous stuff. So if your waist is a bigger circumference than your hips, there's a problem, Houston. We've got to get that body fat reduced. Some of that is around your organs, some of it's under your skin. So it takes time, it takes patience, takes a lot of changes in your life. And I always suggest work with one at a time, slowly and small, make some changes. At the end of this video, I'm actually going to hit a nail on the head, the thing that's absolutely the most important. So stay watching this video. A lot of what I'm going to mention, and I'm going to whiz through them really quick, you already know. You already know the cause and the reason for this fat around your midsection, or why your midsection is wider than your hips. So again, the risk is diabetes, heart disease, many other issues, shortening your life. We've got to take care of this. We've got to resolve this. The cause, being sedentary, not moving enough, those high giant portions at restaurants or buying your food at Costco. High sugar, eating foods with sugar. So if you are eating foods with food labels, please start reading your food labels. Look for words that end in tose, like lactose, fructose, all these things that end in ose or have the word sugar in them. Please stop consuming sugar. They're feeding your cancer cells. Stop, along with many other things that are going to go bad or wrong. High carb diet, you're talking about high stress lifestyle. If you feed off of stress and you think it's funny, it's not funny. You will not lose that body fat around your midsection if you have a high stress world. That could be your family stresses you out. That could be just breathing stresses you out. You need to learn to control your stress. Less than desirable sleep. I preach all the time. You need 8 hours of horizontal time every night, consistently, every single night. I'm in bed at 8:30. Yes, I am. Some nights more earlier than that. 8:30, I'm in bed. But I like to early rise. I like to be up before everybody and working, reading, journaling. I just love it. Also, bad nutrition. No brainer, right? We've kind of talked about that. Eating poor foods, another one that's really, really big and a cause of wider circumference around your waist would be too many fad diets. Are you jumping on every fad diet? Are you trying them all out? Or are you doing them over and over and over and over again? Losing the weight, gaining it back. Losing the weight, gaining it back. Most likely, you're gaining more back. You're losing muscle at the same time. Your bones are shrinking. You're having more issues. You think that, it's because I'm getting older. No, you're just doing diets. Stop dieting. Fried food and alcohol, I'm going to end with that. Yes, stop with these things. Sure, I have an occasional glass of wine. I do love me a nice glass of wine on occasion, but I also know it stops muscle synthesis, so I'm not able to repair my muscles. It's empty calories. It's just not necessary. It's not needed. If you need something to relax you, Pick up a hobby. Find something else that you enjoy that relaxes you. So the solution, right? The solution, while you're watching this, I'm going to buzz through a lot of these. And again, the one that's most important, I will mention last. Obviously, nutrition. You need balanced nutrition. Do not remove complete food groups out of your regimen. Yes, some of them need to be cut back, but you need all food groups in your healthy lifestyle eating. I don't promote dieting. You need to sleep, say, 8 hours a night. You need to have a bedtime ritual and log off your damn devices an hour or two before that 8 hours starts. Stress release, get that stress down. Your belly will not leave your body until your stress is lessened. So do something daily to reduce your stress. I don't care what it is, whatever it works for you, do it or learn how to do it. Change careers if you have to. Remove toxic people out of your life if you have to. I don't care if they're your family. Get rid of them. Value your life more. Time is ticking away. It's going quickly. You need to appreciate and love your life every single day. Plan out vacations. They could be staycations, right? They could be just a long weekend, but do plan out some time to recharge your batteries near and far. Plan out this dream vacation, maybe a year away. Maybe it's just this place that you've always wanted to go. Or again, could be staycation, but do plan out some vacations. Add more joy to your life. What brings you joy? What brings you happiness? Do you need to get a puppy? Do you need to get a cat? Whatever it is you need to do, find more joy and feel that into your life. It will lower your stress. You'll feel better and your belly will shrink. Find your purpose. See, not all of these have to do with food and exercise. Have I even said exercise yet? No. Find your purpose. What is your purpose in this world? What are you passionate about? Get more involved in that in your community. Find connection with other people. This will help with depression and the blues as well. You need connection with other people that have the same purpose or drive or want to change in the world. There's so many things that you can get passionate about and excited about, and don't stop. Get a hobby. Have several hobbies. You know how many hobbies I have? It's endless. I have so many hobbies that I have plenty to do at all times. Be in nature is another one that will lower your stress and shrink your belly. You get out and walk. Be with nature. Unless it's 30 below for you Alaskans that stalk me. But be in nature. Find time every week to somehow be in nature, even if it's for 10 minutes. Animals are great. Get some animals in your world, whether that be puppy sitting. I don't care. Be around animals. Animals are so good. These all shrink your belly. How about connection? Connection with others. Find other people. Meetup.com is great. There's all different kinds of topics. It's not a dating site. That's not what you think it is. I run a meetup group. In fact, it's been a year since I've done anything with them. So as soon as COVID gets a little less relevant, I'm going to be opening that back up again for those of you here in Spokane. Be more grateful for the small things that happen in your day. Ask the people that you live with, what are you grateful for? What amazing thing happened today for you? Talk about it, because guess what? When the bigger things happen, it's like Christmas. So be grateful, be happy, find more joy. Find joy and happiness internally too. You've got to know that happiness is not in an item, it's not a person, it's not a place, it's not a status, it's not a job. So moving is not going to make you happy. Getting a new job is not what's going to make you happy. Getting that raise is not what's going to make you happy. It's all what goes on in here. Finding you're happy every day, being happy with whatever gets thrown your way, being happy that you're alive. Please stop the all or nothing extremes. Now this will relate to exercise a little bit and nutrition. These are the people that go extreme, like dieting down to 400 calories a day or doing 2 or 3 hours of cardio. These things are not good for your waistline. In fact, your body will hang on to that body fat harder, stronger, because guess what? That's stored energy. That right there is never going to leave if that's your approach. Now, here is the solution that you've been waiting for and wanting from me. And again, I said I would leave it for the end, so here it is. how you're going to get rid of that belly fat, how you're going to achieve a healthy lifestyle and be everything you want to be, and something that I had to learn, and it took me years, but here's the magic. It's the mental game. It's the mental improvement. It's finding your self-worth. It's building your self-esteem. It's creating those internal thoughts that are positive, that push you towards your goals. So what has been keeping you stuck is right here. It's all in your brain. It's not what you put in your mouth. It's not the exercising endless hours a day. It's not all the other things that I mentioned. Those things just fall into place. The first thing you need to work on is the mental game. Finding out what your patterns are, what's caused it, which is most likely in your childhood, which we need to figure that out. But what is causing you to not move forward or finish or finalize creating this healthy lifestyle you want? It's all up in here. It's all up in here. So we've got to overcome any challenges, any hurdles, any anxiety that you have, because if you have anxiety and you're worried about the future that you have no control over, or you worry about the past that you have no control over, you just got to worry about right now. Right now, what's going on in this minute, what's going on in this brain, all needs to be positive. We're going to let go of old beliefs, and that will change your world. It will impact you in so many ways, not only your waistline, it'll impact your life, the people that you attract into your life, the people that you are involved with or enjoy life, and create experiences and joy and pleasure. Trust me. Anyways, I went over my 15 minutes, but I did pretty good today. Thank you so much for tuning in, and hopefully next week technology will be in my favor, but otherwise, thank you for tuning in, and I'd love for you to comment below, say hi to me, let me know what you enjoyed about today's video, and if I can help you in any way, private message me. Thanks.